Hi, this is Sean. Welcome to GuitarReferenceGuide.com. Today I'm going to be taking you through Jim Hall's version of the tune You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To. This is a Cole Porter tune, great standard. Tempo's at about 212 beats per minute. It's in the key of G minor. There's a 2-5-1 in E flat. In this lesson I'm going to take you through the head and I'm going to take you through Jim Hall's solo. One of the things that I really like about Jim Hall's playing is he uses a lot of space in between his lines and during his lines. When he's playing, you'll hear a lot of really big intervals. He likes to use fourths, he likes to use sixths, and he's very colorful with his note choices and his harmony. His rhythm is just amazing. He really has just a great sense of swing. So if you like what you see in this video, please subscribe. At my website, I have a PDF that takes you through everything I go through in the lesson, so it's a lot easier to follow the lesson if you have the PDF. A lot of content in this one. I also have a bundle. In the bundle, I have a jam track that's available that you can play along with and you can practice to, and it'll also have all the source material, scales, triads, arpeggios, etc., everything that goes with this tune. So thank you so much for visiting me at GuitarReferenceGuide.com, and let's do it. I'm going to play through the head really slow. Okay, I'm going to take you through the head right now, and I'm going to go through each line and explain what's happening. Line number one, or phrase number one. Okay, here we're playing all G off of the G minor scale. He's playing 3rd fret, B, 3rd fret, high, 5th fret, 6th fret, back to the 5th fret, Now we're going to slide from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Now we're going to slide back to the 5th fret, 3rd fret, and 3rd fret. So these are very colorful notes. We're sliding out here, we're not in key. Here we're not in key, sliding in here, and this creates some tension. Next phrase. So here, also, this is going to be off of the pentatonic scale. I'm sliding into 3. I go to 6 on the B string. I slide to 8, back to 6. This is all off the G minor pentatonic scale. Sliding into the 7th fret on the G. Pinky on the 8th fret of the D. Now I'm going to pull off here. 7 to 5, 5th fret on the D, and then the 8th fret on the D. And this is all coming off of the G minor pentatonic scale. So one more time. Next phrase is also going to be based. This next phrase is going to sound like this. So here we're playing, this is like an A minor pentatonic scale here. Pulling off to open, really subtle, 7th fret, up to the 8th fret. There's my flat 5 of the A minor, flat 5 right there. Then he's coming to the major 3rd. Then he's coming to the 4th of that chord. Now here he's targeting the D. This is the 8th note right before the D, so he's actually targeting this note right here, the next chord, the root note of the next chord. Next phrase. Now here we're playing off of a D. There's my major 3rd. There's my 5th. Now he's sliding into this note, which will be the 9 of E flat, and that's the chord that it's on. Back to the 5th fret of D. And then he's hitting the 6th fret of the high E. And this is outlining the minor 3rd of the G minor chord that we're on. So as you can see, every time he ends his phrase, his note is usually within the next chord. So there's my minor 3rd of the G. Now the next phrase. So here I'm playing from the 5th fret, sliding all the way up to the 10th fret, 15th fret on the high E string again, 14th fret on the B, half step bend release, 11th fret to 10th fret on the B, 12th fret on the G, 10 to 11 hammer, and then resolving to the E flat note on the 11th fret of the high E string. So what's happening here, this is the 9 of G minor, sliding into the D. Over this chord, he's basically playing the E minor 7 flat 5. And that note would be the flat 7 of an E minor. So that's your minor 7. Now we're all the way up to the G, which would be in the E minor 7 flat 5. That would be your G. So that would be your minor 3rd. Now we go to the 14th fret, we bend up a half step. To the 10th fret, 11th fret, 10th fret. Now he's already getting set up for the A minor 7 flat 5. So there's that note again. There's your A. 12th fret, hammering 10 to 11 up to the 11th fret right here. And that will be on the D. That will be a flat 9 on over the D chord. then we're back to the melody. Same thing we played earlier. This is over the G minor. Almost exactly the same. The only difference here is he's just sliding from 3rd fret to the 2nd fret, right to 5th fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. Now we're going to do a line to take us into the next note. This is over G minor. This is basically G minor scale. Then we go to the 6th fret. Now I'm sliding back into the 6th fret to the 8th fret, the tonic. That would be the G. One more time. And then one more time. And then we're sliding into the 6th fret. Now we're on B flat, so this would be the 5th of B flat. And there's the 5th of B flat, major 3rd of B flat, 6th of B flat. That would be the root tonic of B flat. And then we're going to have the 7th fret, which is the major 3rd. Back to the 6th, and that would be the 9. And now we're ending here on the E flat, and that would be the 6th of E flat. Now we're going to slide in 6 to 8. And here he's doing that thing again where he ends up on the 5th of B flat major 7. So the next phrase. And that's over B flat major 7. We hold a whole measure. And then the next line over A minor 7 flat 5 to D7. And that will be over the D7. That will be, but here he's targeting actually the minor 3rd of G. So there's the 5th of your D7, and there's your minor 3rd of G, and that's why that works. So he's suggesting each chord right before it happens. This line is really cool. So here I'm playing the 8th fret, then I'm pulling off 9 to 8 up to the 10th fret, and this is over B flat major 7. Next phrase is going to bring us into the solo. I'm going to play the whole thing and then break it down. Okay, so what's happening here? I'm sliding into the E flat octave from D. So D sliding on the 7th fret to the 6th fret on the G. The octave, I'm playing the 9th fret of the high E. Then I'm playing the C octave, I'm playing the 5th fret of the G, 8th fret of the high E. Then I'm playing an A octave, 2nd fret and 5th fret of the G and high E. Now I'm playing 3rd fret on the high E, 3rd fret on the B. These are fourths, so he went from octaves to fourths. So there's my 3rd fret, my 3rd fret. These are fourths again. Here's my C note, there's my 4th, there's my F. 2nd fret to 3rd fret on the G and B, and that's my 4th again over an A. And then resolving to the E, which is the 6th of G minor. And now we're into the guitar solo. Now I'm going to play through the whole solo really slow. Okay, for the guitar solo, we're going to start with this harmonic minor line. It's all coming out of G harmonic minor scale. So here, I will play. Fourth fret, fifth fret, sliding from second fret to third fret on the B. Back to the second fret on the G, fourth fret on the D, fifth fret on the D. And there's my major 7 over the G minor 7 into the fifth fret. That creates some nice tension. Now we have another line that creates a lot of fourths. I'm going to play through the whole thing, then break it down again. So here I'm playing third fret on the G, third fret on the D. Third fret on the G again, this is like a pedal tone. The E flat, the first fret on the D. First fret on the G, sliding from 2 to 3 on the D. Third fret on the G, sliding from 3 all the way up to 6. Sixth fret on the D. Fifth fret on the G, sliding to the fifth fret on the D, fifth fret on the A. These are all fourths. Third fret, the F on the D to the B flat. Fifth fret, fifth fret on the fifth fret of the A, fifth fret of the D, and that's a fourth again. And then the C. Now the next line really pulls out all the stops with some really cool harmony. Here, he's playing over. He's ending up on he's starting the line. It's over E flat major. So that would be your C minor scale. And he's sliding into the to the second, to the flat 7 of C minor, and then he's ending up on the major third, but this chord is an A minor 7 flat 5, so that creates a lot of tension. Works really well. It's the way he places it rhythmically that makes it work. Now we have a fifth over the D. Here he's playing the flat 7 and the fourth. Now the next line is going to be going over an E flat 7, D7 to G minor 7. For the next line, I'm just going to play it and break it down. Okay, so this is one more time. So this is a combination of arpeggios and scales. We have a D7 arpeggio, 5th fret, 4th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret. There's my D7 arpeggio, sliding into basically a B flat major scale, but he's going to the third. So we're sliding 7 to 8, 7th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret on the B, 8th fret on the B, 5th fret on the high E, come back to the 6th fret on the B, back to the 7th fret on the G, 8th fret on the D, and then ending up on the 5th fret of the D. And that will be, that's basically a G minor 7 arpeggio. Standard G minor scale, with that combined with the arpeggio. And that will be going over G minor. Now we wait a whole measure, and then the next line is going to be like this. So here we're playing over 8th fret to the 7th fret on the G, 8th fret, 6th fret on the G. We're going to slide from 8 to 10. Then we're playing an arpeggio here. 9th fret, 8th fret, then a chromatic line all the way up to the 11th fret, and then we're pulling off on the 8th fret. This would be a F minor triad. Then a chromatic line, and then resolving to the minor third of the A minor 7. Then we have another measure, a whole pause over a D7 chord. Now the next line is going to incorporate a lot of sixths. I'm going to play through and then break it down. One more time. So here, that's basically a G minor coming out of a G minor 7 arpeggio. That's over a G minor 7 chord. And there's a sixth right there. I'm basically playing, this would be a minor for A, be my A minor 6. Now I'm playing F minor 6 here. Now I'm moving to, that would be F sharp, to E, to F, that means to D, E, E to E flat. Okay, so 10th fret, 11th fret, 12th fret, 10th fret on the B, 10th fret on the D, then I slide, 8th fret on the B, 7th fret on the D, 7th fret on the B, 5th fret on the D, 5th fret on the B, 3rd fret on the D, 3rd fret on the B, 2nd fret on the D, and 1st fret on the D. So that line is going through a G minor 7, A minor 7 flat 5 to a D to a G minor 7 and resolving to E flat. So for the next line, I'm going to play through it. We have a whole series of fourths. So here we're playing 3rd fret on the D, 3rd fret on the G, 5th fret on the D, 5th fret on the G, 3rd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B. Now we have a phrase. So those are all fourths. This is a third actually here, this one. Now our line would be 5th fret, 4 to 5th fret on the G, pulling off 4 to 3 on the B, 5th fret on the G, pinky on the 6th fret of the B, 4th fret on the B, up to the G at the 3rd fret. Now here we're going to pull off 5 to 3, 6th fret on the A, and then we're going to hammer 2 to 5 here. Now we're going to have another interval like that. 2 to 5, that's a minor third. 2 to 5, another minor third. So this 2 to 5 is over the E minor 7 flat 5, and that's my 1 and my flat 3. This is 1 and minor 3 over an A7, so that creates that bluesy kind of sound. Minor third over the B flat major 7, and that would be my 1 and my major third for B flat major 7. Now I'm playing a minor third from E flat, and I'm playing that over the A minor 7 flat 5. So I'm playing the flat 5 to the minor third of the flat 5, which is the 7th fret of the B string. Now I'm moving up, and I'm doing the same thing over a G minor 7 here, playing 5th fret on the B, 8th fret hammer 5 to 6 on the B, and then I'm going to end up with 6 here. So this whole phrase would sound like this. Now I'm going to play the next phrase. It's going to be like this. So here I'm playing 5th fret to 6th fret on the B, 6th fret on the high E, sliding from 10 to 11 on the high E. And then I'm playing from the 10th fret to the 6th fret, B flat, resolving to B flat, 8th fret on the B, 8th fret on the high E, and resolving to the 6th fret of the B. And that would be my 5th of the B flat major 7. Okay, the next line is one of the most difficult lines in the whole tune. I'm going to play through it really slow and then break it down. Now here I'm pulling off from the 10th fret to the 6th fret on the B string, 7th fret on the G, 8th fret on the D, and that's my main line that you're going to hear over and over again. Here I'm pulling this off. Now I'm plucking through that same line 2 times in a row, really quickly. Now I'm going to pluck the 10th fret twice, and then I'm going to pluck through it once. Up to there, so far we have pull off, pluck through it, 10th fret twice, pluck through it, pull off again, then pluck through it. Pull off, pluck through it. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing, but I'm moving 2 frets lower. So now I'm playing 8th fret to 4th fret, pulling off, 5th fret to 6th fret. Now I'm going to do the double off of the 6th fret. And then one more pluck through. Now, now here I'm going to slide from 8 to 9, 6 to 8, and then sliding from 7 into 8. And that will be the next series of lines, and that will be going over A minor 7, D7 to G minor. So here, this is really outlining the G minor. I'm playing my 9 here, and then I'm playing over the F, which would be my flat 7, 9 to flat 7, 5, minor 3 of a G minor. So basically implying a G minor, moving down here, implying the F minor. The F minor is right there. Now the next line is one of my favorites. Comes right out of that next line. And here we're using fourths again, and we're using a pedal tone. So here I'm playing. So now I'm playing 7th fret on the G, 8th fret on the D, 5th fret on the G, 7th fret on the G, pinky on the 8th fret of the D, 5th fret on the G, 5th fret on the D, there's that 4th movement, 8th fret on the D, 8th fret on the A, that's another 4th. Now I keep my pinky down on the B flat, 6th fret, which is going to be my E flat note on the A, plucking the B flat again, and then targeting the D as the last note of the line. from an E flat major 7 to the A minor 7 flat 5. And that would be the fourth of E minor 7 flat 5. Now the next line is going to sound like this. So here I'm playing 7th fret. It's going over a D7 chord. So I'm playing on the 3rd. 9th fret on the A string, 7th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, 9th fret on the G, 11th fret on the G, 12th fret on the G. Now I'm going to slide on the B string from 10 to 11, 13 on the B, sliding from 9 to 10 on the high E, pulling off from 11 to 10 on the B, and then ending up on the G note. And that's the note he's targeting once again. And that would be that line. That's going over D7, D7, E flat 7, D7 to G minor. Now we're going to slide from 13 to 15 on the high E string, 11th fret on the high E string, a half step bend on the 13th fret of the B, 11th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret. Play through that whole phrase again, really slow. And that would end on the 8th fret. Next phrase, 7th fret to 6th fret, 6th fret to 5th fret. Over a G minor. Here I'm pulling off a lot of force again. I'm playing 5th fret to 3rd fret pulling off. 5th fret on the D, which is the tonic. The 5th, I hit this twice on the A. 3rd fret on the D, 3rd fret on the G. There's our force again that he likes. Next phrase. So here, this is, I'm playing over F minor 7 here. So here I'm playing 3rd fret on the A, 3rd fret on the D, 5th fret sliding to the minor 3rd, which is the 6th fret of the D, 5th fret of G, 4th fret of B, then I'm sliding from 6 to 8 on the B, and that's the 13 of B flat. And that's basically a triad for F minor 7, or a arpeggio. And then he's ending on the 7th fret right here on the G string. And that's the major third of B flat. Now the next line, it's one of the trickiest lines in the group. It's over an E flat major 7 chord. Really slow. So here I'm playing 8th fret on the D, 5th fret on the G, 7th fret, 8th fret on the D, 7th fret again, 5th fret on the D, 8th fret on the D, 8th fret on the, or no, 6th fret on the A. So, sorry, I'll take you through that again. It'll be 8th fret, D, 5th fret, 7th fret on G, 8th fret on the D, back to the 7th fret on the G, 5th fret on the D, 8th fret on the D, 6th fret on the A, 5th fret on the D. Now I come back to the 5th fret, that's another 4th movement, and here I'm going to hammer to 6. 5th fret to 6th fret on the A, 5th fret on the D, 8th fret on the D, 7th fret on the G, pull off 6 to 5 on the B, and then 8th fret on the G, and then 5th fret and 8th fret on the B. Really slow. Now I have these minor thirds again. So I'm on the B string. I have 5th fret to 8th fret over an E minor 7. 8th fret to 5th fret over an A7, so that's a minor third to 5th. Now I'm going to go 6th fret on the high E, 6th fret on the high E. I'm just going to play through that whole phrase and then break it down. Okay, so I have 5th fret, 8th fret on the B, 8th fret, 5th fret in reverse order on the high E, 6th fret, high E to B, 3rd fret, high E to B, 4th fret, B to G, 4th fret, 5th fret, B to G, 2nd fret, 5th fret on the G, 2nd fret, 3rd fret on the G, 5th fret on the D. Now I'm going to have a chromatic line, 4th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret on the B string, and now I'm going to have a bend, and that leaves us on the 5th of B flat major 7. Now I'm going to the 8th fret. I'm going to do a whole step, bend and release, pre-bend release. Now I have my arpeggio. Okay, so coming out of that last part of the line, after we play the chromatic line here, pre-bend release. Now I have this arpeggio. This is going to be a B flat minor arpeggio, minor third, sliding into the major third. So playing a minor arpeggio into a major third right there. So I'm playing 8th fret, 6th fret, 6th fret, 6th fret, 9th fret, sliding into the 10th fret. Last phrase. Now here I'm playing my pinky on the 9th fret of the B string, pulling off 8th fret to 6th fret on the high E, 8th fret to 6th fret on the B, sliding 7th fret to 6th fret on the G, pinky on the 8th fret of the D, index 5th fret of the G, and that ends. It's the last phrase. And that would be the solo in its entirety.